If you're a coach who's posting consistently and you're not getting clients, first of all, you're not alone. And I want to let you know that there's one hidden thing that is actually holding you back. And no, it's not posting more. No, it's not posting better. There's something hidden that most coaches don't understand. In this video, I'm going to break down the exact steps that you need to do to turn your content into a way that actually brings in clients for your coaching business. And once again, I want to clarify, paying clients. So go ahead and pay attention. I'm going to break this all down. So I'm going to go ahead and share my iPad screen. We're going to go over a couple of different things right here. The very first thing is we first need to identify the way that everything comes in to a funnel, okay? I'm not an artist, but you get the point, okay? So there's three parts, okay? Number one, we need to make a way to generate leads, okay? That's people coming into the funnel, okay? Part number two, we need a way to nurture them. Create it so that they begin to know, like, and trust you. They see you as an authority that can actually guide them to where they want to be. Part three of it is going to be booking, right? We need to go ahead and get them on a sales call. If you're selling high ticket coaching, most of the time people will be needing to get on a call. So here's the reason why your content isn't converting. Because the way that when you post typically on social media, what happens is that even though you may say, let's have 1,000 followers, when you post something, it doesn't go to all 1,000 followers. Let's make this little phone right here, okay? Let's call this a phone. And let's say you post something. It really doesn't happen to where everyone gets it. You're only going to get your most loyal followers to first go ahead and see you, okay? Let's say you have these people right here. And this could only, even if you have 1,000 followers, this could be 50 people, it could be 100 people. The social media platforms don't necessarily advertise exactly how much it is, but it's definitely not your entire audience. And only if these people actually like it, then it's going to send it to the next group of people. And then only if these people are still engaging at a very high percentage will it then go to the next group of people, which is most likely still your followers. And then from then it goes. And that's when you start seeing stuff go viral, because then it starts going to people that are past your followers, that are even more and more and more. And so I bring it up because most coaches just think, this guy lost a little head over here. Most coaches think that just by posting content that you're going to be reaching your ideal client. Don't get me wrong, it can be a valid way to generate. It just typically takes a much longer time for the clients, for your ideal client to actually see them, especially if you're starting off without an audience. Okay, so the real question is how do you go ahead and make it that people begin to know you? Because that's the biggest thing. You guys could have the absolute best product, best service, best testimonials and everything, but if nobody knows that you exist, they're not going to buy from you. And this is the biggest problem that so many coaches face, because their ideal client, the person that they want to help, that they're qualified to help, and that this person needs the help, they're out there already. The only thing is that they don't even know that you exist. And so what you need to do is that you need to, once again, obviously generate leads, but I want to also go ahead and bring about it of just you need to generate awareness. And we talked about this content stuff up here of it can be a valid way to eventually get to the masses. But ultimately, if you're not making content that really resonates with these people, resonates with these people, resonates with those people, you're never going to reach this final group over there. So what are the things that you need to do if you did want to go ahead and make content? Don't make content that's all over the place. That's this topic, that topic. You need to make sure that these individuals here are really liking the content on a consistent basis. Otherwise, you're not going to reach the masses. Now, for me, though, my preferred method, you can go these methods of making organic content and everything. But as you can see, it's a little bit more up to chance. What if I told you that there's a way that you could automatically reach this audience here without needing to go ahead and get these people there? And so that's why, in my opinion, the best way to generate leads, generate awareness, is going to be paid ads. Because what I can go ahead and tell Facebook is I can tell Facebook, hey, I want to go to these people right here. These people on top, show my ad to them. And ultimately, if they resonate with it, they're going to click on it. They're going to become a lead. They become a booking and everything like that. And so with that, that is why I feel that paid ads is so much better. And I know for a lot of coaches, there's a worry of, oh no, I don't want to waste money. What if it doesn't work out? But what if I just simply told you it's a faster way? Because if you're spending money on this ad and you're putting it in front of these people, and we're looking at the metrics, we're seeing that certain individuals are not clicking on it. That means that it doesn't resonate with them if it's not clicking at a certain level. And so ultimately, We just need to go ahead to identify a way to make sure that we can actually generate these people. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to come back kind of more into this entire ecosystem of the way that we're going to do it, from the generate, the nurture, to the booking. I'm going to break it down more here in a second for you. But the one last thing, because we've talked about content and the fact of kind of the downfalls of it. Number two, we've talked about nobody probably knows that you exist, especially your ideal client, because if you're not out there in front of them, how will they ever know that you're the solution to their problem? And then number three, you need to make a system that allows you to take the person from generate, nurture, and then booking. We're going to talk more about that in a second here. And so essentially, this system, I already kind of gave you the 3 steps: generate, nurture, and booking. I call it the community growth ecosystem. I call it CGE, community growth ecosystem. And it has these three different parts, right? So we've already talked a bit about the generate piece. And ultimately, the ways you can go ahead and generate leads, we've talked about the one at the very beginning. We talked about content. We talked about doing ads. We'll do that one next, paid ads. And then the last one is going to be outreach. And outreach just means DMing people, doing things along those lines. Now, ultimately, once again, to kind of reiterate the stuff that we spoke about before, content can work, but it's not the best. I recommend do paid ads. That's the best when it comes to generating the attention, generating the leads, because you can put your message right in front of someone. Now, once that's complete, we then need to talk about nurturing. Because if you just took a random person from content, or you took a random person from paid ads, they're not going to really know who you are. Yeah, they might see a quick little short 30-second, 60-second clip that you put out. But ultimately, if they don't really know who you are, it's going to be very difficult to get them to actually buy something from you. And so this is where content comes in, and this is where a lot of coaches get it twisted. They think that content is the solution to generating, when really, in my opinion, it can work, but the best way, in my opinion, as I've explained, is paid ads. Content is best for nurturing. Content is best to go ahead and demonstrate your expertise. The way I like to go ahead and see is that the future of marketing, especially in this noisy world, especially when there's so much skepticism, especially when there's so low trust, the best way to go ahead and demonstrate your competency, and the future of marketing, I should say, I flipped that around. The future of marketing is to demonstrate your competency. How can you show the person that you're actually very good at what you do, that you can actually help them? And that's the exact purpose of content, in the same way that you're seeing here. By you seeing this content, you're like, okay, Chris actually understands. Yeah, I understand the system of generate, nurture, and book. It makes sense in my head. I didn't think about it that way. And now you start to see me as an authority. You start to see me as an expert that could probably help you on it. So shameless plug, if you're wanting somebody to go ahead and help you integrating these 3 things, generate, nurture, and booking, into your business, and you want some help, click the link below. I'll have a calendar. We can book a time. It's not going to be a heavy sales pitch. Let's chat. Let's see if there's a way we can help your business. Coming back to it, the nurture piece is the content. That's where you can demonstrate your competency. And so instead of seeing content only as a way to generate leads, I want you to see it as a way to nurture the people that already know that you exist. And so that's what you're going to want to do. How can you make content that helps your ideal client see you as an expert, that helps the ideal client solve problems that they're wanting, right? Giving them information. So that's part 2 of the CGE. And part 3, at that point, we need a way to go ahead and book the calls. Now, one way to book the call is exactly what I just did right now. Inside of your content, integrate it so it doesn't feel like a heavy sales pitch. Just offer them, hey, if you're looking for help on 1, 2, and 3, click the link below, let's book a call. Because ultimately, if someone's going to work with you at a high ticket price point, they're probably going to want to chat with you. So one way that you could do it is going to be through your content. Another thing you can do too, once you've generated a lead, that's the beautiful part. When you have paid ads, you typically get someone's name, phone number, and email. That means that you could also email them. You could text them with your content so more people see you. You're not getting stuck in this trap of only a certain amount of individuals seeing it. So that's part 1. Part 2, you could also integrate call to actions inside of your emails to get them to book. Hey, if you're wanting help with blah, 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 click here. And so that's another way that you can do it. You could also host a live webinar where at the end of it, you call people. There's a lot of ways that you can get people to book. But in short, if you do not have the awareness, if you don't have the leads, you're never going to get them to understand that you are the knowledge expert that can help them, nurturing them. And then you're never going to get them to actually book a call. And so with that said, these are the 3 steps. It's not rocket science, and I just want to make it super clear and simple for you guys, okay? To recap, there's a 3-step system. We need to generate, we need to nurture, and then we need to go ahead and get them to book. bring people in the funnel. Then we need to get them to know, like, and trust us. Then we need to get them to book down here. So then they turn into a paying client. We talked about the overall content strategy, how the fact of when you post on social media, not everything actually shows up. Okay. And then we lastly talked about the actual implementation of this CGE system. Once again, if you would like some help integrating this into your business, just getting an understanding of how this can be applicable to you, click the link below and we can go ahead and have a discussion. It's not going to be a heavy sales pitch. So in short, that is all that I have for this video. Once again, pick the way that you're going to generate the clients. Find a way to go ahead and nurture them with your content, and then get a call to action to get them to actually book a call with you. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure you like. If you'd like to see more videos, specifically a video that breaks down all the ways that you can do in order to generate the leads, do all of this stuff in a bit more in-depth breakdown, click this link right here to go ahead and see more about how you can implement this into your business.